What's happening, HD Nation? Another Tutorial Tuesday. I know you'll enjoy these because they help you play the game. Of course, you spent the money on the game, you spent the time learning it, you might as well get the answers, okay? So this one comes from Daniel Kirkman, and he had two really important questions in here that I think need to be addressed, just so you know. So his question came from the fact of when can you interact with your opponent? So as you know, until the third round, there is no interaction with your opponent via cards, through your cards. You can't affect their morale. They can't affect yours. You can't attack them land to land. You can't attack them card to card. There's no interactions at all for the first two rounds. It basically allows you to establish your civilization and what you're doing. I mean, that makes sense. You want to be able to get yourself established before you start attacking, or within the first two rounds. I mean, you could wipe the other person out. We don't want that. We want the game to go as long as possible, and not too long. So, question number one is basically, when it comes to interacting with your opponent, no interactions until the third round. If you want any if you have any questions when it comes to that, certain cards you have questions when it comes to interaction, can I play this in the second round? Add them to the comments below. We'll answer them by entry. When they're entered, we'll actually answer them in this video because it gives us some cards to compare to. The second question is about cards that you can put in your land, yet they're not land and they're not characters. And usually I say, if they're not land, if they're not characters, they go in the active area. There are certain ones that on the cards they're actually told to be put in a land. There's 3 types right now. There might be a few more. And these would ones that usually would be in the active area. They include vessels, such as the Star of the West from the Civil War expansion pack. That one goes in a land. There's 2 from World War I. They're both aircrafts. Aircrafts also go in a land. And they fly for that land. Great thing is they don't take up the 4 spots. You know how there's the land and then there's 4 characters that can go above a land, or 1 army and 3 characters. The aircraft, the vessels, they do not take up any space in your land. Now there's one other one that's really interesting. This is a relic, and it's the lance of Longinus. Yes, this is the lance that the Crusaders used to give their people more strength and more energy to finish the Crusades. And the story that they give it is that was the lance that pierced Christ's side. Whether it was or was not, I don't know. I'm not going to give any speculation. I don't know. But in the card, it talks about how it gives people strength. That one is another one that can be placed in a land, and it's placed with the people because it gives influence to those people. So in order to show that it is part of that, you would usually put in your land. You can put it in the active area. It's not going to hurt it. You can put it in the active area, or you can put it in the land because you're going to be influencing that certain group. So these are 2 questions that have come up, and they were actually first time. The first one has been asked a few times, but the second one, that's the first time that anyone's ever asked about the lance. It's a great question, and I think needed to be explained a little better. So, if you have any more questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comments below. Concerns, please email me those concerns so I can help you. If I don't answer them right away, then feel free to put them in the comments. I want to be completely transparent. I don't want people to have any question when it comes to the game. It's a great game. There's over 15,000 of these games out right now. So it is very successful. And we're talking about going into hundreds of thousands by the mid next year, if not sooner. So add your comments, your questions below. Love to answer them. Love to answer for everyone that comes to this vlog. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day and change someone's life. Be that person to make someone else better than they could have been without you. So thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.